What's going on, guys? In today's very fast-paced world, achieving financial freedom, it's a dream for a lot of people. It's a dream that many people aspire, but very few attain. And this whole concept of financial freedom, if you think about it, it really goes beyond merely just earning a paycheck. It's about achieving and building the ability, a lifestyle, the ability to live life on your own terms, to live free from any type of constraints, specifically financial constraints and the financial stress, and most importantly, to avoid and completely say goodbye to a life living depending upon a job. Most people's stress primarily comes from their job, whether it's not having enough money or worried about losing their job or not being able to find a job. Well, guys, Robert Kiyosaki, a lot of you guys have heard of him, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He introduced a very powerful framework. And if you've not heard of it, it's called the cash flow quadrant. And this completely changed my eye. It completely changed my perspective and opened my eyes. And this has been able to help a lot of people to navigate their path toward financial independence. And I'm definitely one of them. So I wanted to share with you guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the life-changing insights and lessons that I've learned here and how you can implement them into your life as of today, right? And, I'm also kind of deep dive a little bit into Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant concept. And I also want to explore these different, very essential assets, specifically 8 of them. 8 different assets that I learned along the way that can definitely help you to pave the way toward financial freedom. And these are things that I've used personally, so I can attest to the viability of this information I'm gonna share with you guys. So, thanks to a lot of the lessons that I've personally learned from Robert Kiyosaki, as well as several other mentors, I've actually been able to put myself into a position where I could literally just say goodbye to my 9-to-5 job if I choose to. So I'm going to leave you guys with 8 assets that guarantee financial freedom and cash flow, as well as passive income. So Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant is very simple, but it's actually very profound concepts that he shares. And it helps to categorize the ways that people earn income into 4 different quadrants. Now, here are the basics, and I'm gonna go deeper with this, but you would be surprised by how simple some of these concepts are that you could actually implement right now, and it'll totally change your perspective, right? So, number 1, we got the employee, so E. So the first quadrant we're going to talk about today is E, employee quadrant, right? Then we have the S quadrant, which is the self-employed or the small business owner quadrant. We also have the B quadrant, which is the business owner quadrant. And we also have the I quadrant, also known as the investor quadrant, right? Now, this quadrant, it offers a very clear distinction between 2 different fundamental approaches to making money, to generating income. And so one is focused more on security, and the other one is more focused on freedom. In our case, financial freedom, right? So let's go ahead and talk about the left side, which is the security oriented side of the quadrant. This is the E and the S side, right? So with the E, you got employee, right? These are individuals within this quadrant for basically, these people work for somebody else. They're typically exchanging time for a regular paycheck, right? And, while it does provide a sense of security, employees usually lack they have no control over their income. They have no control over their financial destiny. And employees generally rely on their jobs for financial stability. So good luck getting rich doing that, right? Then, of course, you got the S quadrant, right? These are the self-employed or small business owners. And so self-employed individuals, small business owners, they work for themselves. But they usually end up trading their time for money just like an employee does. Now, they have a little bit more autonomy than employees, but they could still end up finding themselves bound to their businesses, ultimately limiting their potential for wealth and limiting their potential for freedom. And this brings me to the right side of the quadrant. So the right side of the quadrant is a little bit more freedom oriented, so to speak. So this is the B, business owner, and the I, investor side, right? So from the business owner side, The business owners create systems and assets that generate income independently of their direct effort. So in other words, if they stop pedaling, they'll keep getting paid even if they stop pedaling, versus an employee or a small business owner, they have to pedal to keep having those paychecks come in, right? So business owners and investors, they've built systems and autonomy to create passive income for themselves, right? So these business owners, they build and they scale businesses that operate without their involvement. And this offers them the promise of financial freedom. So imagine, if you could keep getting a paycheck, would you still keep going to work? Most people would say, why would I keep going to work if you're going to pay me anyway? Well, ultimately, business owners and investors have figured out how to do that. So let's talk about investors, right? So investors, the I part of the quadrant, investors focus on deploying capital to generate passive income. All sorts of ways to be able to do this, right? Now, investors, they make their money work for them through investments in various assets like stocks, bonds, real estate. Now, their goal is to be able to build a portfolio that provides an ongoing income stream and, of course, capital appreciation, right? They're not just sticking their money in the banks hoping for 1 or 2% interest on that money. They're trying to grow that money, and they want to be able to live off that money while increasing or not just living off the money. They want to increase the capital, and this is called capital appreciation. Now that we understand the whole cash flow quadrant, I want to go ahead and break down these 8 assets that I was telling you guys about earlier in the video. And these can actually help individuals like me and you transition from the left side of the quadrant, the E and the S side, over to the right side of the quadrant, the B and the I, and ultimately achieve lasting financial freedom. And I've made some significant strides forward with this, and I can't wait to share this information with you guys, right? So anyway, starting and scaling a profitable business is a fundamental asset for achieving any degree of financial freedom. Now, if you think about it, many of these self-made, ultra-rich entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg, these guys, they started with an idea and ultimately transformed it into this multinational corporation through hard work and dedication. Entrepreneurs create assets in the form of businesses that can generate income without active involvement, offering potential or long-term wealth and financial independence. Me personally, I actually started a YouTube business. And with my YouTube business, I started off doing everything myself. And when I started, it was actually something I wanted to do for many years. And unfortunately, I waited. I kept allowing people to tell me, oh, YouTube is saturated. It's too late. You should have started 5 years ago. But what I found out is that it was a perfect opportunity to start. And in fact, I still find new opportunities, plenty of phenomenal opportunities to start a new YouTube channel even today, right? So number one, never let anyone ever tell you that it's too late, whether you're too old or it's too late to do this or too late to do that. It's complete bull. Never let anyone tell you that. In fact, if you guys would like to learn how I literally started from my dining room table, creating YouTube videos and literally being able to replace my income, literally going from making no money to making well over multiple thousands of dollars per month. I'll leave a link for you guys in the description down below this video if you guys want to check that out and figure out how to do it for yourselves, because the opportunities are still there. In fact, I still create new channels even to this day. As I'm recording this video, I'm probably going to start a brand new channel by the end of this week. So anyway, the opportunities are there and it's game changing, right? So anyway, real estate. So investing in real estate is yet another avenue toward financial freedom. Now, of course, it might seem daunting at first, obviously, for many different reasons. But if you leverage OPM, also known as other people's money, in order to purchase rental properties, then you could create a reliable second income stream. I'm talking about rental income, which covers mortgage payments and many other expenses at the same time, while you can reduce your taxes. Who doesn't want to save money on taxes? And this is exactly what the rich and the wealthy do. They look for strategies that build their wealth, they build their assets while limiting their taxable income exposure, or also known as being able to reduce their taxes. And so this contributes to increased financial independence over time, right? So we can't forget about paper assets, right? So paper assets, diversifying your investments through paper assets like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, index funds, and different government securities like your G-SECs. It's a strategy for those who are looking to secure financial freedom. Now, disciplined spending habits and prudent investment decisions are key to building a diverse portfolio that generates passive income. You can make $20 million every single year and still end up being broke if you spend every dollar. So you got to have a budget. And so this is why having investment strategies and planning to invest keeps you wealthy, builds your wealth. Even if you're starting from living paycheck to paycheck, you can go from living paycheck to paycheck and broke to building wealth, getting out of debt by having an investment plan, by having a budget, right? So the next asset class that I want to talk to you guys about is commodities, right? So commodities is the fourth asset class that I wanted to discuss with you guys, because every one of these is powerful, but if you combine them together, it's a game changer. Now, investing in commodities such as gold, silver, oil, food grains, and meat, they can definitely provide protection against the instability of paper currency. Commodities hold an intrinsic value, and they're essential to human survival. Even if money didn't exist, even if the United States wasn't the world superpower, and U.S. dollars were gone, U.S. dollars were worthless, U.S. dollars were trash. Gold, oil, silver, food grains, meat, these would still have value because they have utility. Fiat currency like the euro, like the yen, the Chinese yuan, the ruble, the US dollar, these fiat currencies are technically worthless, and they only have value because people believe in them. And so they become valuable from that perspective, but there's no utility behind them. In fact, US dollar is not even backed by gold anymore. I forget which president it was that decided to delink the US dollar from the gold standard, but anyway, you can thank him for that. But anyway, diversifying your portfolio with commodities can absolutely be a very smart move in some very uncertain times. Time is your most precious resource. Most people say time is money, but in my opinion, time is more valuable than money. Time is not money. Money is less valuable than time. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner your financial world will change. Now, time is a limited resource, and making the best use of your time is critical. It's crucial for achieving financial freedom. Starting investments at a young age can have a significantly bigger impact on your financial future. Continuous skill development, self-improvement, maximizing your weekends in order to invest in personal growth can certainly accelerate your journey toward financial independence. In fact, I take it a step further. I didn't just invest and research how to invest on the weekends and in my spare time. I literally built businesses in my spare time, because once I realized, okay, passive investing, like, regularly contributing to index funds or mutual funds and dividend reinvesting plans, taking my dividend income from some of my favorite dividend paying stocks. Amazon doesn't pay very much of a dividend. I don't think Amazon does pay a dividend. If it does, it's very small. Apple's dividend's very small. But some of the higher dividend paying assets like SCHD, JEPI, JEPI, ETF ticker symbol VOO pays a small dividend, but I would literally reinvest all these different dividends that were paying me into buying more assets, which would then be able to buy more assets, and I would take those profits and reinvest them. So that's drip. But once you set that up, you're pretty much good to go. So then you just need to focus on increasing your income so that you can buy more assets and create this snowball effect of increasing your passive income streams that much faster. And so how do you do that? Well, if you increase your income, then you have theoretically more income available to be able to invest into more of these assets that pay you money. So what I did was I said, well, let me take some of my spare time and let me start a side hustle. And one of the greatest side hustles that I've ever discovered, I used to sell products on Amazon. But the problem with Amazon is that, it's still a great opportunity, but you have to buy inventory. You have to buy inventory, and there's a significant financial risk that you assume when you do that. And then you have supply chain potential disruptions and things like that. But one of the things I really liked about the YouTube business model is that I could literally create a product out of thin air and launch it onto the YouTube platform and earn money from that in perpetuity. Like literally, you can earn passive income from a video you created 8 years ago today. And I have so many examples of opportunities where, you could start a YouTube channel or start a YouTube business today, because I look at it as a business. Most people fail starting YouTube channels or fail starting YouTube businesses because they don't understand the business model and the strategies and a lot of the lessons, secrets, and hacks that I discovered over the years that make it possible. Most people think that growing a YouTube channel is purely by luck. And I can attest that that is so far from being the case. There's literally a strategy to building a YouTube channel, and I figured it out. And if you guys want to learn more about that, I'll definitely leave a link for you guys in the description down below this video, and then you can figure it out for yourself. And maybe you can start your own YouTube channel from your own kitchen table like I did and generate $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month. It's totally possible. People are doing it every single day, and I'm one of them. So for anybody who ever said that, starting a YouTube channel is too saturated, it's too late, I'm here to tell you that's complete bull. And maybe they're just trying to keep all the money to themselves and they don't want more people joining. I don't know. But anyway, so continuous skill development, very important. Self-improvement, maximizing your weekends to be able to invest in your personal growth like I did. It can definitely accelerate your journey toward financial independence. Now, physical health. We can't ignore physical health. Like, what good is $20 billion if you're too unhealthy to be able to enjoy it, right? Physical health is an integral component to accomplishing financial goals. Seriously. I mean, unhealthy habits like eating junk food all the time, excessive alcohol, smoking, these can lead to significantly expensive medical expenses, which will ultimately erode your health. Ultimately erode your wealth. It'll erode your health, but it'll ultimately erode your wealth as well. And again, what good is having $20 billion if you died 30 years earlier than you should have because your health was declining, right? So I hit the gym every single day. That's why I call this channel Financial Fitness. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the content, I know I asked mad late in the video, drop a like for the video. Also consider subscribing to the channel. But anyway, I hit the gym daily. It's a part of my lifestyle. It's not something I got to think about. It's going to get done. In fact, I love training. I love working out. So it just happens, right? But prioritizing your well-being enables you to work more. It allows you to earn more. And you could also enjoy a longer and healthier life with your loved ones. So who wouldn't want any of those benefits? And so health is wealth. Wealth is health, right? So I would be remiss if I didn't elaborate just a little bit more on the digital benefits the financial benefits of digital assets, right? Now, in today's digital age, online assets have literally become a powerful means of creating income streams. Now, you can utilize platforms like the one we're on right now, YouTube channels, online courses, websites, blogs, social media pages. You can share your expertise, your experiences, and generate revenue, thousands of dollars, potentially millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars, by leveraging these. A lot of these are free tools, guys, right? You could literally start a YouTube channel tomorrow for free. I literally have documented how I did it. I left a link for you guys in the description down below. I literally documented how I did it. I started with nothing. I didn't invest any money to get started. It's ridiculous. Anyway, you can leverage, social media pages to share your experiences, your knowledge, and generate revenue through ad income, affiliate programs, business expansion. In fact, I've even found ways to start YouTube channels and monetize them on the same day. So there's literally no excuses, you guys. So one of the 8 assets I wanted to talk to you guys about is the online assets and the digital assets, right? So I would also be remiss if I didn't talk about networking as an asset, right? And so networking is a massive, huge, very powerful asset that we should all be aware of, and we should all be using it. So building a personal brand and goodwill is crucial for success in any business, guys. Happy clients become referring clients, and recommendations can dramatically impact your journey to financial freedom. Networking, marketing, and letting people know about the quality of work, your quality of work, can easily accelerate your path to success. In fact, some of the greatest opportunities that I have landed were not found through, job websites or things like that. These were literally through networking. Someone put in a good word for me and got me going. Someone shouted me out and got me going. Someone did something on the inside that regular people were not privy to. And that's the benefit of networking. So, achieving financial freedom, it's a goal that a lot of people aspire to, but very few people actually attain it. But I want to give you guys the inspiration and the motivation to let you know it's never too late. You're not too old. It's not too late to start whatever business you're interested in starting, unless you're trying to sell 8-tracks. But then again, there's a huge market for 8-tracks. So if you can find, if you can find your way into a market, there's money to be made. But one of the simplest business models that I've ever found is literally just starting a YouTube business. Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant literally provides a framework for understanding the different approaches to income generation, and it really emphasizes the transition from the left side, which is the E and the S, the employee and the self-employed, to the right side of the quadrant, which is the B and the I, which is the business owner and the investor, for lasting financial freedom, guys. Now, by recognizing the value of the various assets that we talked about today, such as business, real estate, paper assets, commodities and whatnot, time, health, online assets, and networks, people like me and you, everyday Joes or Janes, can pave the way to financial independence. So I want you guys to stay positive, stay motivated, stay encouraged. But if you guys want to take control of your financial future, definitely hit me up in the comment section down below. I do offer mentoring and coaching services. If you guys want to learn how I got started on YouTube, how I built a YouTube business, not just a channel, but I built a YouTube business, definitely check out the link in the description down below this video. Leave a like if you guys found this information helpful. Subscribe to the channel for more personal finance insights. And I want you guys to start taking the steps necessary to achieve financial freedom. And I want you guys to achieve the financial freedom that you've always dreamed of. And I would love to hear some of your success stories. I would love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Weeks, days, months, years down the line. Let me know your story and help to encourage others. I wish you guys all well. Check out my other videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.